Well, hasn't the weather been beautiful? It's been absolutely gorgeous. There's been days that have been really quite chilly, but on the whole, there've been lovely sunny days around here, so I'm very pleased. And recently I went to visit East Sussex, and I haven't been over there that much apart from when I was doing the winter fair at Ardingly and a workshop that I went on. But I decided to visit a little village there called Alfriston. It's so quaint, and I had seen it on YouTube and on Google and things, so I decided to just take a bit of time, go over there and visit a few places. And in the end, there was so much to see, I decided to stay the night at the very last minute, which I'm really pleased that I did. So I've actually cut into two my visit there, and next time I'll show you where else I went, which I'm sure you'll really thoroughly enjoy. So I've been doing a lot of painting, one of which you will see behind me, and also I'll show you a little bit of the process of painting that. It was inspired by a walk in Kingly Vale as you go through the woods and into the more open spaces, and the wildflowers. This is from last year. So when I go out and about, I take so much footage, video footage and photographs to use as reference. It's also good to do a quick little pencil sketch just to get the proportions right, especially in the distance, as the camera does shrink those. I don't know whether there's a way around that, but it's just not as good as a human eye. So enjoy the vlog, get yourself a lovely drink, and I'll see you later. After rather a long and arduous journey, I arrived at the quaint and historical village of Alfriston. After a short walk, I stumbled across Badger's, a delightful little tea room with an attractive outdoor space. I felt compelled to partake of the local delicacies and had a scone, jam and cream, which was an absolute treat. After feeling revived, I walked a short distance to a quirky and charming bookshop, Much Ado Books. What a fabulous visual feast, full of interesting books, old and new. I would love to spend more time in here when I return to Alfriston, which I hope I do. I then had a look round Alfriston Arts, which is a contemporary retail gallery featuring local artists, ceramicists and jewellers. It was another great little place to visit with lots of fabulous work. And after popping into various shops, I went into the hotel in the centre of the village, the Star. And it is actually owned by Olga and Alex Polizzi. Now you might recognise Alex Polizzi's name, who features in the programme The Hotel Inspector, which I admittedly really enjoy watching and find it fascinating to see what she does to turn businesses around. Anyway, this was built in 1345 and was accommodation for monks and pilgrims who were en route from Battle Abbey to Chichester Cathedral. It has undergone a fantastic transformation, which you'll see. I'd heard that there was a National Trust property in the village that was worth a visit, so I walked down a lane to the village green, and there you could see St Andrew's Church, also referred to as the Cathedral of the Downs, and next to it was the Clergy House, bought by the National Trust for £10. The house is a 14th century Wealden Hall house and was originally built as a farmer's house before becoming a rectory. Part of the house was rebuilt in the 17th century. I also spent time exploring this area of the South Downs and came across a beautiful walk not far from Alfriston. I walked along a footpath surrounded by spring flowers, then across a large field until I came to the tiniest church I think I've ever seen, Lullington Church. It's also known as the Church of the Good Shepherd. It's only about 16 foot square and holds evening services by candlelight due to the lack of electricity. It was a really special and peaceful walk, and one that I will remember fondly. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little visit to East Sussex, and don't forget to watch next time for the second part. Meanwhile, I'm going to get on with lots of paintings, and if you haven't been onto the website yet, there's lots there for you to see. And if you're in the local area, you know the Chichester Open Studios is coming up very soon. It starts on the 17th of this month and it's on for 2 weekends. So you're very welcome to come and have a look at my work. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time.